welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing my recipe for hot cross buns. I figured since Easter is right around the corner, let me just go ahead and share this with you guys, because where I'm from, it's a tradition to have your cross buns on the table on Good Friday. So, you guys will enjoy this one. It will be the best cross buns you've ever tasted. Here I have some all-purpose flour. I have sugar, some evaporated milk, 1 egg. I have some currants and raisins. I'll be using some melted butter. I have vanilla essence. I will be using some cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. I have yeast and some lemon zest. So the first thing you want to do is add a little of that sugar to your milk, and then we'll add our packet of yeast here. We will let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes, allowing the yeast to activate. Next, I'm using my food processor to chop my raisins super fine. I won't be chopping the currants because they are already small and there's no need to chop them, but the raisins, I'll chop them until they're super fine. The reason for this is I like my cross buns to taste like actual cross buns and not dinner rolls or tennis rolls with raisins in it. And this method helps the raisins to get on every bite of the bun. Like, you don't have to think about, okay, one bite has raisins, the other bite don't and stuff. This method, it just spreads the raisins on the entire dough, giving you raisins in every bite. Next, we'll go ahead and add all of our dry ingredients to the flour, mix to combine, and set aside. That will be our spices, the lemon zest, and our sugar. Next, you want to combine all of your wet ingredients, starting with the egg, the melted butter, vanilla essence, and your yeast mixture. We'll mix to combine and set that aside. So at this point, you want to add your wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. Mix well, forming a soft and sticky dough. This is the part where you want to add your raisins and currants. Mix to combine, then we will turn the dough onto a floured surface and knead for about 5 to 8 minutes, developing that gluten inside of the flour. So once you're done kneading, this is how your dough should be looking. Rich and vibrant in color. This is how you know you have the perfect cross buns, just by looking at the dough. Now we will place this into a greased bowl, cover it and allow it to rise for about an hour or two. So because the dough is super rich, all the milk and all that stuff, it might take a longer time to rise. So give it as much time as it needs. So before we move on to the next step, you want to prep your baking tray, your baking dish, whatever you'll be putting your cross buns in. And here I have the dough. It's already doubled in size. And now we will turn it onto a floured surface, release some of that air that's inside of the dough. Then we will cut the dough into equal parts. You can cut it as big or as small as you like. It just depends on your preference. Then you want to go ahead and start forming the little dough balls that will make your cross buns. You can choose to form your balls whichever way you like. I like to just fold it up into my hands and roll it around, and that's it. Super simple, but whichever way is comfortable for you, go ahead and do just that. And you want to also save one piece of that dough to make the cross on the bun. I will show you guys my way how I will do it once all the dough balls are formed. So now we'll go ahead and make the cross for the bun. I will be using the dough to make my cross in this recipe, but there are many ways that you can make a cross. You can use like the flour paste mixture and just put the flour over top of the bun, making a cross. I have another recipe on my channel showing that way to make the cross, but today I felt like doing it this way. So I simply pinch off a piece of that dough, as you see me doing here, rolling it in the palm of my hands until it's like a long worm looking thing. And then I just place it over top of the bun. I get 2 of them and place it over top, making a cross. Or you can simply just cut across in the middle of the bun with a knife. That's how they do it in Guyana. They just cut the cross, super simple. I guess that's the easy route, but for presentation purposes, you know, I like to be extra, so I'm doing a design with the actual dough from the rolls. And we'll do this, continue this process until we're all done, and then I'll show you guys the next step. So now you want to allow these to rise again for about 45 minutes before we place them inside of the oven. Once they finish rising, this is how they should look. Nice and plumped and doubled in size. Now we will place this in a 350-degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. So while the buns are in the oven, we'll go ahead and make a glaze for the buns using 1 tablespoon of water and 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. It's equal parts, but I like mine a little sweeter, so I add a 1/2 tablespoon more. We'll mix the combine and set that aside. After about 25 minutes, this is how the buns are looking. You want to go in immediately and start adding that glaze because you want to glaze them while it's hot so the glaze can stick to the bun. So once we're finished glazing these, we will let them cool off a bit and then I'll show you guys what they look like on the inside. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. But let's just talk about how soft these rolls are, guys. They are amazingly soft, and when you break into them, it's like perfection on the inside. Look at that. In Guyana, we love to eat this with a piece of cheese. So a slice of cheese in a hot bun, it is heaven on earth. Trust me, you guys will enjoy this recipe. It will be the best cross buns you've ever tasted. It's perfect in flavor, in texture, everything. I really do hope you guys give this recipe a try, and if you enjoy my video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for me. I will be leaving all my ingredients and measurements down in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good day and enjoy!